Ryan and Chris here with me, and I believe Ryan's going to go first, and Chris is going to finish it up.
How's it going, everyone? For those of you who don't know me, I'm Ryan. I'm one of the best men. Let's see, Sean and Kelly. I still remember when we'd go out to college and go out to that famous bar and meeting her family. And I just knew right then and there that, well, this might work out. So, and then through the years, you know, they got closer and closer and more serious. I was like, yeah, it's definitely gonna work out. See, growing up with Sean and Chris gave me a very good perspective on both of them. It was either Sean and Chris would be fighting, which ultimately Sean ended up losing in, or Sean and I were fighting mainly over because I wanted to hang out with him and his friends. And that really never ended up working out very well for me, obviously. Sean is one of the most hardworking people that I've ever come to know. And that is one of the best qualities to have in a brother. I am very happy to say that he is my brother. And to be honest, I've actually tried growing up just to be like him. I've tried to play the same sports as him, mainly soccer, and trying to beat his 11 shutout record in high school. Obviously he's still up there, so that didn't work out. And then seeing him today is actually one of the happiest days of my life. Seeing him up there, for those of you who saw it, actually he was tearing up, and it actually made me tear up because it actually made me very happy. And to see that he was actually very happy. So I just want to welcome Kelly to the family. It's great to have another sister that I can pick on. So, and the one thing that she and my other sister, Erica, both ignored was when my mom told them to take their running shoes, put them on, and run. They obviously didn't listen. So that's saying something. So just welcoming her to the family, and it's going to be a great rest of the time with us. And just to say good luck, because really you are going to need it with us, obviously, to see how crazy we are. So, congratulations.
All right, I'm the other best man. Chris is older, wiser, better looking brother, who also has more hair, although I'm getting there. Didn't really, I think Ryan and I, we collaborated a couple of weeks ago and we both decided we were going to wing it. Although I did stay up till 4 o'clock last night putting together something a little different together, which I'm going to need a couple of the groomsmen's help for, so you'll notice when I need you when you get up here. But being Sean and Ryan's older brother, I certainly I got in trouble more than they did. I got blamed for everything. Sean seemed to get away with everything that I never got away with. I got more soap in the mouth when I was a kid than you ever did. They never really got more physical than that, so I'll just leave it at that. But Sean, as Ryan mentioned, was definitely an athlete. Soccer, baseball, anything we kind of wanted to do, we seem to kind of excel at. He does hold some school records at High Point, so just what Sean needs is a bigger boost to his already big ego. But when he decided to go to Fairfield, I was proud as an older brother, also already graduated from a school. I was 4 years older than Sean, so we never really spent the same, we were never in school together. So I graduated college as he was graduating high school, and he went to a great school, which we were, I know I was very proud of. and he did well, a little bit better than I did when I decided to go to Miami. I knew I was going to be not going to graduate school, so I basically graduated, and Sean did a little bit better than I did. But he came out and just got a great job, and he's doing very well for himself. And not to mention the beautiful bride he's got on his shoulder. How long ago was it that we met, Kelly? 10 years ago? 9 years ago? We said we should have been here probably 4 years ago. My mother definitely told both of our wives now to definitely put on their shoes and run, and I think they're both thinking they probably should have done that by now. But Kelly, we've loved you from the minute we met you, and you're definitely a sister to us. Being a household full of 3 boys, even the dog was a boy. I'm sure my mother is very happy to have you and also my wife in her life to have shoulders to lean on and cry on. And as you noticed, the waterworks started very early tonight, this afternoon at the wedding. But we're just, we love you, we love your family, and we're happy to call you a McDermott. Although I don't know how proud you're going to be called yourself, McDermott. But if I could get some of the groomsmen up here, I figured we'd be making enough fun of Sean and Kelly, so I'm going to poke a little fun at myself and make myself look like a little bit of an idiot. So if I get the groomsmen up here with your groomsmen gifts on, and whenever the DJ could help me out, I would appreciate it. I'm a very bad singer, so that's okay.
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, this is a story all about how Sean got his life turned upside down. If you just take a minute and sit right there, I'll tell you how Sean and Kelly became the loving pair.
Oh! There we go. We're feeling it.
In Frankfort, New Jersey, born and raised, the Jager Drive is where he spent most of his days, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, and kicking the soccer ball for the ice.
Woo! Yeah!
As the goalie, he set some school records. Just what he needed was a bigger ego. When it came time to graduate, he had to choose where he was going to go. His decision was to go to Fairfield U, and for the next 4 years, he had found his home. He met some guys and made some friends, and was well on his way to enjoying his life. Now, Sean and his friends had a bunch of good times, but there's just one thing that I'll never get. Just how much booze do you have to consume to where you want to do bush jumping as an activity? Probably not the best way to kill the time, since during this activity is where Sean broke his wrists. Our mom and dad must have been so proud that their second son added this to his list. When Sean went back for sophomore year, who would have known it was going to be such a milestone year? He started to date this girl from Boston, and despite our efforts, this Yankee from Jersey was falling from a girl from Red Sox Nation. It was really the only thing we saw was wrong with her, so we let it go and we accepted her despite this major flaw. A couple of years later, they were still going strong. We never figured someone could take Sean for this long. And in 2008, as they would graduate, they both moved us to Stanford so they wouldn't have to separate. Sean moved in with a couple of his guys, and Kelly moved in with a couple of her gals, and the two groups would become very good pals. After a year with their friends, what came next wasn't going to come up short, so Sean and Kelly got a place together on Globality Court. Even after moving in together, I guess Sean wasn't convinced because he still never would let Kelly be a part of any of her family picks. After a couple of years, Sean finally got it figured out and he knew what was Kelly was all about. About that time is when Sean, can't read my own writing. After that time is when Sean asked my dad and I for some advice, and he wanted to ask Kelly to marry him. And our advice was, damn, it's about time. I think we both told him the same thing, that we both loved Kelly and it was time to get her to bling bling. After buying a ring, Sean took her to New York for a night on the town. After dinner and a show, it was time for Sean to stop finally being a clown. He popped the question and she said yes, and both of their families really expected nothing less. Next on the list was getting a house, and after looking at a lot, they finally did. They got this nice place in Trumbull, Connecticut, but it's a little empty, so you better start filling it with some kids. That's the end of my rhyme, and I know it wasn't great, but that's okay, because we are here for Sean and Kelly, so please raise your glass and celebrate.